Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones. In the last episode, Eirika and Seth made their way to the border town of Mulan to rescue Princess Tana and reunite with Franz, their squire, I suppose you would say. Not necessarily sure if that's the right word, but whatever. And finally made their way to Castle Frelia, but learned that Ephraim, Eirika's brother, was taking the fight to Grado, and worried that he could be encircled, decided to go after him, despite King Hayden's objections. Thus, we begin our story here in Chapter 2, The Protected. You will probably notice that I had some suspended data there. This is because I had a failed recording of this chapter. I don't have any thing to show for that, but we will be getting right down into it. Well, we'll be getting into the chapter. I'll probably explain it if things go well in this chapter. But before that, let's quickly introduce a few new faces to our army, starting with Vanessa, our first Pegasus Knight. So, take it away, Ori.
Sacred Stones Character Codex, Vanessa. A Pegasus Knight of Frelia. She is your first flying unit and thus an important unit to consider. As the first flyer, she offers great utility in ferrying items and other units across the battlefield. Like most Pegasus Knights, her stats are focused on speed, skill, and luck. Her weaknesses lie in her low strength and HP and the fact the early game is filled with axe users. However, if you are willing to put the effort into her, Vanessa can be very useful throughout the game even when other Pegasus Knights join. Promotion recommendation: Falcon Knight is the most balanced option and offers versatility in one technique later. Wyvern Knight is still valid for the added constitution but depends on how many boosts to strength she received as a Pegasus Knight.
Alright, and then we also have Mulder, our first priest and healer.
Sacred Stones Character Codex, Mulder. A priest of Frelia. The first staff user and thus a vital key to the success of your army in these early stages, as without him you're forced to resort to items and forts for healing. He joins with a high staff rank to use a variety of staves and decent base stats, providing much versatility as your first healer. His main downsides are his slow experience rate as a priest compared to the combat units of your army, and his rather lackluster growth rates. Promotion recommendation: Bishop. While Sage's caps are higher, enabling for a better staff user and support, the Bishop class grants him more staff experience on promotion and grants him the best class skill in the game, Slayer, to allow him to perform well in the monster-based chapters of the campaign.
Alright, well, with all of that taken care of, let's begin Chapter 2. King Hayden apologizes for being unable to spare soldiers. However, he does provide Eirika with a small but trusted party of vassals. Eirika is grateful for the king's aid. Chasing rumors of her brother, she sets off for Grado. The group's first stop is the remote village of Ide, which was, until very recently, a part of Renais. Here, Eirika sees the devastation of Renais with her own eyes. Chapter 2: The Protected. Seth has mapped out a route for us. We'll travel south of Renais and pass through Seipher into Grado territory. That would seem a sensible plan. Assuming, of course, that we can avoid any run-ins with Grado soldiers. Princess Eirika, may I have your leave to scout ahead? From the sky, I'll have a better chance of spotting any nearby troops. We're yours to command, Your Highness. Will you give us your permission? Yes, of course. Keep an eye out for enemy bowmen, though, Vanessa. Yes, Your Highness, I shall. I shall prove myself worthy of the honor of your trust. She seems very sincere? Sincere. Yes, quite. Hey boss, we found more villages ripe for the picking. 1, 2, 3. Ha ha ha! I love a good war. With all those soldiers preoccupied, we're free to pillage as we please. Right. Bone, you're in charge. Grab everything that's not nailed down and bring it to the hideout. I'm on it. Dad! Bandits approaching! I'm getting you out of here, Ross. Stay close to me. Let's start with that village there. Go to it, boys. It's all yours. Cut down anyone fool enough to get in your way. I'm heading west around the mountains to the other villages. Ugh. Ross, what is it? What's wrong? It's nothing. It's just a scratch. You're a warrior, Dad, and I'm your son. I won't be beaten so easily. Don't risk yourself so foolishly. We need to get you some help. Please, someone, help my son. Ah, this looks serious. I must report back to Princess Eirika at once. I have bad news. The village to the east is under attack by bandits. Bandits? We have arrived to our first dilemma. We must move quickly and attract as little attention as possible, but I cannot stand by and watch innocents be harmed. Vanessa, how fare the villagers? I spotted one injured person. He appeared to be just a child. Father, Mulder, can your staff help him? Well, yes, I can heal his injuries with my staff, but I cannot do it from here. He's too far away. I must be near him. Princess, please leave this to me. I shall bring the boy here. All right, Vanessa. It's up to you. Very well. I'm off. Alright, and with that, we can see that we have quite a few enemies, mainly axe-wielding brigands and one bowman. We're gonna have to move quickly, so, starting things off, we're gonna take Vanessa and do as she says by having her fly over and rescue Ross here. If we were playing on normal mode, he'd comment on this, but we're not playing on normal mode, so we don't have to worry about it. Anyway, just gonna move Gilliam out, put over this way. Gonna move Mulder into position right here, and then I'm gonna have Eirika visit this first village here. I will make note of this right now. Eirika is probably the one you want to go to this village with, just for a unique cutscene. If you go with anyone else, you're gonna get a different cutscene. So, let's go. This is terrible. What are we going to do? Those bandits are so close. If we can't find some way to protect ourselves, the village is doomed. Perhaps. People, listen to me. You must close the village gates immediately. Hurry, before the bandits arrive. Who are you? You aren't from one of the neighboring towns, are you? And your weapons give you away. You're no peasant. I am My name is Irina. I'm a mercenary. A mercenary named Irina, is it? There's more to you than that, I feel. But don't worry, it's none of my affair. I haven't told you who I am yet, have I? I'm Selena, a general in Grado's army. Ah! Is something wrong? No, nothing. It looks like these villagers have some bandit troubles. I would like to help, but I have orders. I'm to leave for the capital immediately, and I cannot stay. You're armed, and you claim to be a mercenary. Will you help them? Is there a problem? No, of course I'll help them. It's just, you're one of Grado's generals. Why? These aren't soldiers, they're people. Should they suffer because their leaders fight? I petitioned your aid. Take this as payment. Well, that's at least a nice thing to know. At least not everyone in the Grado army is, well, a bad person, I would say, from the looks of it. Anyway, we're just going to move Franz and Seth down and let the enemy take their turn. Now, Garcia's going to wage a bit of war. So let's quickly drop off Mulder right. Let's quickly drop off Ross right there and keep Vanessa in a good standing. And first we're going to actually have Mulder heal up Ross. Now that that's taken care of, we're going to have Eirika talk to him. Hey, listen. My village is being attacked by bandits. My name's Ross. Come on, you have to help me wipe those thugs out. Alright, just take a deep breath and calm down, Ross. Lead the villages to us. We'll drive off the bandits. Seth, take the boy somewhere safe. No, wait! I'm going to fight too. But my father is out there all alone, fighting those bandits. I've got to get back to him as quickly as possible. I'm the son of the great Garcia. As long as I have my axe, no bandit will ever defeat me. Alright, I can see you're not going to be swayed. But you must promise you will stay close to us. And just like that, we have a new unit. So, this is Ross.
Sacred Stones Character Codex, Ross. A young warrior of Renais and the first trainee unit the player has access to. Trainees are 3-stage classes that start off very weak but, if properly invested in, they can lead to long-term payoff. Due to his early join time, Ross is the easiest to use, and can be used to pick off weakened opponents while enemy variety is still limited. However, his growths are a little lackluster, so it is up to luck on how usable he'll be even with the extra levels. Once he reaches level 10 he'll stop gaining experience and will be automatically promoted in the next chapter to a standard class at level 1, which will then require a promotion item to promote again. Promotion recommendation, Pirate and Berserker. This class line is rather rare and provides Ross with a high critical rate and the added niche of being able to walk on water.
Okay, well, with that, we're going to have Gilliam proceed south. We're going to have Seth go visit this village just so that it can't be destroyed by anything. The most wonderful man rescued me. He was dressed like a mercenary, but he had an air of elegance about him. He gave me this elixir. I'm sure it will help you out on the battlefield. Well, that's a very good healing item. Heals one character fully one time, well, 3 times, up to 3 times. And you can see that now Franz can actually make it to this, can now make it to the armory. So we're just going to quickly buy a iron sword and an iron axe. And after that, we're going to move Ross a bit forward just so that he can maybe get in on some of this action. And good, we can down that one enemy. Now Garcia's gonna probably destroy that guy, or not. Oh, better get Vanessa out of here because at this point she's not super strong, so it would be a bad idea to have her try and fight. So we're just going to wait right here and have Mulder use his staff to heal her now. And now we're going to have Ross attack with his hatchet, just to get him a low experience. Since he's a trainee, he'll gain experience very quickly, so you'll want to make the most of him. Let's see. I'm going to move Gilliam down. Gonna swap. Gonna give him the rapier, and then take it back. And then we're gonna have Franz attack with the iron sword so that he doesn't miss. Get an extra vulnerary. And then we'll bring Seth to trade over his sword and lance to Eirika so that he can basically just meat shield for us. Okay, so we'll just have Franz go this way. And so let's see. Well, we'll just have to first have Vanessa drop Garcia, and then we'll go up here with her. Have Mulder heal Garcia. And then take over the fort so that we can just get some passive healing off of it. And have Eirika finish off this bandit with her iron sword now. And then finally, we're going to have Ross talk to Garcia. Dad! Ross! Boy, what did I tell you? What are you doing here? Don't worry about me. Hurry up and get yourself to safety. Did you really think I could just run away while you fight, Dad? You taught me that fighters fight for what's important to them. There's no way I'm leaving. I'm fighting just like you. Ross. Alright, listen to me. We'll cut our way out of here together. And just like that, we have another new unit. This is Garcia.
Sacred Stones Character Codex, Garcia. A retired warrior of Renais. With his early join time, good bulk, and decent offenses, he makes for a solid starting unit able to deal decent damage against bulkier enemies. However, his offensive potential is held back by his mediocre 20% speed growth, which will limit his ability to double to only the slowest of opponents. This can be mitigated with a speed wing or two, but the rarity of those items leave him in stiff competition with other units in your army who could use the added speed. Promotion recommendation: Warrior has higher caps which fit Garcia's stat and growth spread. However, if his speed is becoming an issue, Hero is a solid option that can deal with most threats even with the lower caps.
And with that, now we can actually make use of him, and I'm going to just quickly throw him over onto these woods. And now we're being attacked by the boss. Wait a minute, who are you? Okay, that is a little close for comfort, but thankfully, Franz has just enough movement to avoid getting into a fight here. So we'll just quickly have Franz use a vulnerary, just so that he heals up a little. We'll block off that village. And we'll move Eirika back this way. Move Mulder onto this forest just so that he's out of the way. And we'll keep Vanessa here on this peak. And then we're gonna try and hit this brigand with Garcia, but his skill's kind of poor at this stage, so it's not likely to hit. And you know what, let's try and damage up this archer a little. And we'll just leave it at that. Okay, thankfully that missed. Okay, Gilliam got that when I didn't really mean for him to, but oh well. And Gilliam gets a level up. And a pretty bad one at that. Okay, Eirika takes a little damage, but weakens up that guy. Okay, what to do? I'm gonna use this vulnerary. Okay, well, let's just... Let's just actually attack with the hatchet on this archer. I'll get Ross close to leveling up. I'll attack with the slim lance here to hopefully hit. Thankfully we do. We'll move Eirika onto the forest and attack with the iron sword to finish this bandit off. And finally gain some speed on her, thankfully. I do kinda wish that I had healed her, but I think she'll be able to take at least one hit. And then we'll have Garcia attack this guy with a hand axe, but he's really not doing me any favors right now. And then we'll visit this village. What is it? What's all the ruckus? What? Bandits? Spread the word, everyone. Close the village gates. Thank you for your warning. Please accept this small token. Pure water. Not super useful, and I did not mean to do that. Now Franz can't really fight here. At least not without weapon triangle disadvantage, because, yeah, weapons in this game have a triangle. Swords are strong against axes, axes against lances, lances against swords. So fighting with a lance against an axe user is probably a bad idea. Thankfully, Ross took out the boss and got a decent level up. Okay, Mulder just has to survive one hit. Okay, fine. Now let's see. Okay, 7 for that, so let's see if we can do a little better. I'm gonna use this vulnerary. Maybe we can get Eirika to attack with the iron sword. Oh, is she... Well, here's hoping she doesn't crit. Okay, good. I didn't want her to crit because since Ross beat the boss, he can actually attack again. Well, he can attack this guy and hopefully level up again. Thankfully he did. Now come on, a good level up, a good level up. That's a pretty poor level up, but considering I got a pretty decent one before, it's alright. You saved my son. I owe you my thanks. It's not necessary. Hold on a moment. Aren't you the great Garcia? You fought for Renais, didn't you? Seth, do you know this man? He was a troop commander of Renais until around 10 years ago. When I was a recruit, the soldiers used to tell many tales about him. They called him a daring and fearless fighter for Renais. Master Garcia, you must know the peril our homeland faces right now. And we impose upon you to lend your strength to Renais once again. I'm sorry. I'm retired now. I'm not a soldier anymore. It's a decision I made long ago. Master Garcia? When I was a soldier, I lived my life fighting for my country's honor. I left no time for my family. I spent my life fighting for faceless, uncaring nobles. When my wife fell ill and died, I met the child she had left behind. At that moment, I finally realized what my duty had cost me. I stood at my wife's grave and promised her I would be a father to our son. I'm done with armies. I'm done fighting except to protect my son. I've no regrets. I'm the boy's father. You blasted fool! Father, what's all this nonsense I'm hearing? Ross! If you're not going, then I will. I'm a fighter. I know I can do this. Ross, what are you saying? Dad, please, listen to me. I respect you more than any other man in the world. I know you gave up being a soldier for me. I know that. But how can you throw away such a big part of yourself? You're a warrior at heart. You can't give that up and be happy. Look at me, Dad. Have you seen me fight? I'm not a child anymore. I'm a warrior like you. You're free to worry, but I can survive on my own. Ross. You want to challenge me, Father? I'm a fighter, the best in all of Ide. I'm not going to lose to you. I'm not going to lose to anyone. You're right. You're a good soldier, Ross. Sir Seth, if these old bones of mine can still serve, I'd like to join you. Dad. Looks like my boy grew up while I wasn't looking. He's tougher than I thought. He doesn't need my help. I've raised him as best I could, but he's right. I have nothing to fear. I should fight. I will fight. Dad! Thank you so much for your help. Please stay the night and rest. We would if we could, but we have much to do and far to travel. Your safety is reward enough. Ah, well. My, that is a splendid bracelet you're wearing. Thank you. My father gave this to me. It's a wonderful gift. But you should be careful wearing such a valuable item so openly. Since Renais was invaded, these things have become so dangerous around here. There are gold-hungry thieves and bandits everywhere. The most wicked are Basba's bandits. They are cruel beyond words. If you have something they want, your life is worth less than nothing. Just the other day, they assaulted some travelers and... oh, it was awful. I can't believe such things. Oh, Renais is finished, mark my words. The Grado Empire stolen our future. Our only hope against them was that Prince Ephraim would prevail, but rumor has it that he's on the verge of being crushed by Grado's vast numbers. These are dark days. Travel with care. Ephraim. It's time to start. Are you ready, Eirika? Yes, Ephraim. Let's begin. Tell me, though, why do you want me to teach you to fight? I thought you didn't care for violence. I do not like uncivilized behavior. I think one can solve one's problems without fighting. And yet what? I've always relied on you to protect me, brother. I would rather not be such a burden to you in the future. So, I thought maybe I should learn to protect myself. I'm your brother. Brothers are supposed to protect their sisters. It's nothing for you to worry about. It's no cause for concern. Yes, but I am your sister. Sisters are supposed to worry about their brothers. So I'd like to learn something of swordplay, if only a little. And maybe someday I can protect you in your time of need. So please, Ephraim. All right. How could I say no? Honestly, once you get an idea into your head, that's it. I might as well give in. It's agreed. I'll teach you, but won't hold back because you're my sister. And I want no complaining once we've started, Eirika. Complain? Me? Never. Well, that's actually pretty sweet, seeing a couple of siblings that actually like each other. Oops, beg your pardon. Hey! Princess, are you alright? Yes. Someone bumped into me is all. I was jarred. Your Highness, where's your bracelet? My bracelet? It's gone? Where could it be? Did that man... I'll find him. Don't worry about it, Seth. That bracelet was a gift from my father, but Ephraim needs our help. I can't let sentimentality get in the way of my duty. No, Princess. We must retrieve your bracelet regardless of cost. You cannot lose it. Let's go. We must hurry. Well, that was odd. But I suppose... Well, I guess... Nope, not gonna say anything. Just gonna save over this, and we will actually be ending things off here. So, I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.